Okay, sorry. Hello, chicos. Welcome. Today is Wednesday, 29th of April, right? It's actually our week 6th or 7th of online classes. What week is this, right? I think it's been more than 30 days, no, like 6 weeks or 7 weeks, we've had these online sessions. It says class 12, but it's actually our session 14, um, considering that one was the first test and the other one was last Monday's speaking term test. Okay, I'm really happy that you can join today. And I want to start with some gratitude towards you, expressing my gratitude. I want to thank you for participating in the midterm evaluations. I know why. Why thank? Because you showed a positive attitude towards this task you had to face. Um, and the concept that I like here is the concept of following through, right? You follow through with a decision, you follow through with a commitment, you follow through with an activity or a task that one chooses to do, right? It's like joining a gym or and paying for a 12-month subscription and or joining a course and just going to every session and trying to participate. That's what I call following through. And all of you did this considering that we are undergoing a worldwide pandemic, that you have been in isolation or social isolation for the last 6 weeks, that many of you are experiencing difficulties logging in or accessing the online class, and that maybe because of that, many of you felt or are feeling unprepared for these assessments. And regardless of all of that, you chose to just present yourselves and follow through. So that's why I want to express my gratitude and for trying, right? Because there is always trying is always the first step. For many, it's the most difficult one. And sometimes we try knowing that we might fail, but we can't know for sure if we don't try. So always, whenever you're in doubt, just try, right? Or if you've ever seen Star Wars, the original saga, right? Mr. Yoda would say, "Hmm, do or do not. There is no try." Sorry, I can't do my Yoda voice this early in the morning. So today, chicos, I know we've just come out, we've just come out from a evaluation, and surprise! This Monday we have our second test.
This coming Monday.
Yes, Monday 4th. You can hate
Oh,
you can hate me all you want, Pablito.
no, I
Uh,
don't hate you. No, I don't hate you. Is that okay? We just had a test, like two tests yesterday. Now we're having another one in Monday.
I know you have the weekend to rest. I'm really sorry, Pablito, but
No,
um,
okay.
it's okay. It's okay. Pablito is sharpening a knife over there. It's okay. It's okay. He's loading his gun. It's okay. It's okay. No, I'm just joking, Pablito.
I'm loading my gun because I want to go outside and kill some zombies.
Right? I know. Don't worry. The test that we are preparing with Miss Carolina will be also creative. Again, it will be a bit more extensive, and um, The only variations or differences from the first test is that we'll focus more on the future perfect, future progressive. We'll review a bit more of the passive voice, but with simple activities and a bit of, and of course, gerunds and infinitives. Okay. So today, chicos, we were thinking, right, or we thought that maybe we could add something more, but no, I don't think we should add more contents for this first one. Okay, so Wednesday next week we'll begin covering certain contents that we should be seeing that we have to see according to the curriculum or the syllabus that I was given. So, sorry, chicos, all these emotions just bubbling from inside. We'll start with a very simple review, and we'll start with what I think is the easiest tense to control or to master for this part, which is the future perfect and the future progressive or continuous. Remember, these two forms, of course, refer to the future, but they have different functions and forms. Okay, uh, so the future perfect, right, uses the present perfect tense, have, and the verb in the participle. The only thing we do is add the modal will to indicate the future. So no matter what the subject is, Pablito, Fia, right, Hadi, and Pablo will have, and then we use a verb in the past participle. We'll have done, we'll have eaten, we'll have gone, been, had, for example, and you can think of any verb in the past participle form. Remember that regular verbs keep the past simple form. Hello, Montserrat, nice to see you, right? And irregular verbs, they change like crazy. Hey, 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 right? The future progressive form is very simple also. If we think of a continuous form, we remember the present continuous always uses the auxiliary verb to be. I am sitting, Montserrat is listening to me, and probably some of you are having a coffee. I know I am. Delicious Colombian coffee, Águila Roja. Right?
I'm having
And
some chocolate milk.
some hot cocoa for Paglito.
Choco milk.
Yes,
Choco milk.
Choco milk. That's the name. The name? No.
No, no, no. I
I,
think it's, I don't know, but I'm just having some milk, some chocolate
Milo,
milk.
Colacao, Cocoa.
I used to take Milo when I was a child, but now not anymore.
I know. Milo te hace grande. That was the saying, right? You know, I never liked Milo, Pablito. In my house, we were Colacao fans, okay? Yes, right?
How dare you not to like Milo?
That's
I
exactly what I was going to say.
I don't know. I never liked it. It wasn't as sweet as Colacao. Colacao was much sweeter, I think. Right?
Yeah,
I
okay, I
still
agree
drink
with you
Milo.
with that. I agree with you with that. Colacao is sweeter, but Milo is Milo. I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know what Milo is. I just say it's disgusting. Regardless,
I feel attacked.
I feel attacked, right? I feel discriminated for liking Milo. And no, no. But you know, my kids they like hot cocoa. I sometimes buy this hot cocoa with marshmallows at the Lidl, the Great Value brand. Ooh, they love it, right? They love drinking the hot cocoa and having some marshmallows in there, right? I recommend it for a cold morning, right? Regardless, Javiera is listening to us, but when we remember when we express a future continuous form, a future progressive form, we use the modal will and we follow the rule of all modals. The rule, Montserrat, remember, after any modal, will, can, would, should, etc., right? The verb that follows comes in the infinitive form. That's why we would say will be, and then we have a verb in the continuous or gerund form, right? Like Montserrat will be hating me by the end of this lesson. I hope not, Montserrat. Don't worry. Good, right? So the function for each of these two tenses is different, of course. From the present perfect or the future perfect tense, we are in the future, right? Or we place ourselves in the future, and from that moment in the future, we look to the past. I don't know if you get it. Remember that the present perfect tense puts you in a present moment, and from this present moment, you look back what you have and haven't done, right? Well, the future perfect puts you in a future time, right? And in that future time, you decide or you talk about the things that you completed already, okay? Activities that are finished by that moment in the future, okay? And when we use the future continuous, we put ourselves in a moment in the future, a time in the future, tonight, tomorrow night, in 20 minutes more. We think of an activity that will be in progress uh, at that specific moment in the future. Okay, so to put a simple example, by the time I'm 30, I'm 38, right? By the time you're 30, you will have found a job. That means by that time, right, this action of finding a job or getting a job will be completed. It's something that you can check off this list. By the time you're 30, you will have graduated, you will have probably married and divorced, you'll have had children, you'll have traveled the world, etc. Now, by 30, I hope you're still single and like, by the time you're 30, or when you're 30, I hope you will be working at a school, or maybe you will be traveling, or when you're 30, you'll be living in a different country, and in next semester, you'll be coming back to face-to-face classes, I hope. Okay, so those are the main differences between these two structures. Okay, so let's give it a simple practice as we usually do. Okay, okay. I see Javi, Monse, Pablito, Sofia, and Alvaro are here. Hello, Alvaro. Um, sorry I didn't say hello. Okay, I'm glad you're here. So all you have to do, right? Yes, I'm Mr. XD. I know, right? No, I'm not Mr. XD. That's not how you read that. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, chicos. Virus is attacking. Pablito, Harry, and Sophia. So this exercise will be very simple using these verbs: disappear, arrive, cook, watch, move, finish, teach, or listen. I want to see if you can complete some of these sentences. One for each one. Javi, if you can, number one. Two for you, Alvaro. Three for Montserrat. Four for Pablito, 5 for Sofia, right? Yes, you have to choose one of these and decide if it will be in the future, perfect, right? The perfect form. Remember, we'll have plus the participle, or in the future progressive form, right? Which, as you already know, it will be plus the gerund of that verb. Who would like to go with one of these, right? Who wants to play, right? Remember, one for Javi, two for Álvaro, right? Or Monse. For Álvaro, four for Pablito, and five for Sofia. Sorry, Sophia. Simple one. Good, excellent, right? Everyone is eager to participate, right? Now, don't worry, Chiefs, take your time.
Number 5. Shall I buy a pizza? There's no need. I will cook as usual.
Okay, I will. Now you have to decide. Cook is also the verb. I will have cooked or I will be cooking. Which one do you
Will
think?
be cooking as usual.
Very, yes, yes, yes. I'll be cooking as usual. That means that that's the activity that will be happening. Like, hey, I'll get a pizza now. No, I'll be cooking. Very good, right, Javier? When we reach Portsmouth, when we reach Copiapó, we'll have finished our trip because we are indicating the end, right? The completion. Excellent, Javi, right? Very good, excellent, correct, Alvaro, right? Don't forget, yes, I'll be listening, right, to the new CD, right? It's something that you will do when you're there. Will be disappearing, very good, right? Yes, we could think of it. Montserrat, you had the most difficult one because there's there's a difference here or there's a variation. It depends, right? If we say will be disappear, it will be in progress at that time. Or if we say will have disappeared, right? Disappeared. Sorry, me confundí con las disappeared. It means that they won't exist, okay? And well, I left the double L. Don't worry, Alvaro. It's good, okay? Now, si lo pensamos bien, if we think of it properly, Montserrat, right? In 20 years time, bueno, el coronavirus está salvando los animales, I think, but many will have disappeared already. Yes. Si nos quedan como 20 años nomás de pescados en el mar, así que aprovechen, right? Make the most of it. Pablito, there is no escape from death. Go, Pablito, right?
Yeah.
I'll meet you at 4 o'clock.
At 4, I'm afraid I I will be teaching English.
Yes, excellent. Very good, Pablito. A simple one. Because at that specific time in the future, you will be doing an activity. What activity? Teaching. or learning or studying. It doesn't matter. For these samples, teaching was the verb. Okay, good. In some cases, the two possibilities will click, will make sense. In some cases, right? Usually, chicos, when we have the words, for example, uh, whenever we have the expression by the time, by the end, right? For example, like in these cases, my new PC will have arrived by the end of the week, or we can't come tonight. Why not tonight? Because we'll be watching a new documentary on TV. We'll be doing right this activity. In some cases, the two possibilities make sense, but most of the time, or at least for our test, we try to keep it very, very, very tight or very simple to produce, okay, or to recognize. Good, very good, okay. The passive voice is a structure that we might be having more exercises. It's not a difficult structure, right? Remember that this structure uses the verb to be in different forms or in different tenses and verbs in the past participle, like when we use the present perfect tense or the future perfect tense. Um, when we have a statement, we start with the object, like the letter was written or this shop has been opened. I'll show you all the tenses briefly, or you will tell me, right? When it's a question, we revert the order, like was the letter written, or has the shop been opened, or has the store been closed? Probably. And when it's negative, always add the not, right? The letter was not or wasn't written, or the shop hasn't been opened yet. Um, for example, remember that we use the passive voice when the action is more important than the agent. The agent is the person who carries out this action, like a demonstration has been held by thousands of people, by the CUT or by the students, for example, or this theater was built in 1868 by an architect, by a designer, by a famous artist. Who did it does not really matter when we use the passive voice. And if we don't know who carried out this action, like, oh, Pablito was offered the job or Alvaro was offered the job, maybe we don't know who offered the job to Pablito. We might say, hey, like Jorge offered Pablito a job, right? But in this case, we don't know who this someone is, and it's not relevant. Or when we say like they are supposed to be good students, right? Some teachers suppose that, right? Some people think that, right? I know I do. I know you're supposed, you're good students, chicos, right? And remember that whenever we want to introduce the agent or the person who carries out this action, we use the preposition by. Sometimes we use the preposition with, okay? Like the door was opened with a key, or the window was broken with a with a rock, for example. Uh, Remember that the passive voice has a form for all tenses, the easiest one being the present simple, right? Like the car is repaired, and and now I want you to tell me using following the same ones, okay? Let's start with use Alvaro, for example. If it's the present simple, we would say the car is repaired. If it was the present continuous, do you know? ¿Cómo cambiaría? With the same things, okay? The car, the car. Hmm, who knows? Quien sea, whoever wants to. Hmm. Go, Sophia. Very good.
The car is being repaired.
Fantastic, my dear. And notice that prepared or our main verb will stay the same, right? Always, right? If we use the past simple, remember, we know this structure, the car was repaired, right? If it was a past continuous, we follow the same rule, right? Is repaired, is being repaired, was being repaired, right? There's always this logic to the tenses, okay? We have a present perfect tense. Go, Pablito. Let me see if you can give this one to me.
Which one?
The present perfect, using the same ideas. Car repaired.
Mm, the car have been repaired.
Very good. Remember, Pablito, since it's the present perfect, we need to apply the rules for the present. The car
Ah,
has.
has.
Very good. Don't
Sorry.
worry. It's okay. It's okay. The car has been repaired, right? Javi, right? I don't know, Javi. Do you think you can give me the past perfect? Oh, that's a very easy one, Javiera, right? I'll give you a more difficult one, Javiera, right? Remember, the car has just been repaired. If we take the past, all we do is change the tense of the auxiliary verb. Is, was, right? Has, had. That's it. That's the only change. Had been repaired. Remember? For the future, right? Very similar to what we were seeing, like the future perfect, right? Or the future continuous will be repaired. Go, Sophia. Question. Go.
In present perfect, and it's not necessary to write just, right?
No, no, no. That's just an addition from me. Don't hate me.
Okay.
That's why it's in standard red. Go, Sophia. One more. Right? Yes. The present conditional.
The car will.
Will, are you sure? How do we
No.
express a
Would.
condition? Very good. Good God, right? The car would be repaired. They told me the car would be repaired, for example, right? Good, good. And if it was a perfect conditional, do you want to play there, Sophie, or anyone? Hmm? The car. No, it's okay, Sophia. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Okay? Right? We would say would have been repaired. We can always add layers and layers, right, to the passive voice. Okay? Let's give it a quick practice. Montserrat, are you there? Yes, yes, you're there. Right? Good, good. Let me see. Good. Let's see. Let's do a simple practice, chicos. Let's focus first. It's a very, very guided practice with the present simple, then past, then the continuous. Okay? Monse, focus on the present simple. Very, very easy, right? Remember, right? Online newspapers and magazines, mostly by adult users. The internet for social networking, especially by young people. Those are your verbs, okay? You have focus on the past simple, Javiera, right? It says life in the 19th century in Britain. By the 1860s, bicycles, a simple small house, luxurious palaces. The verbs are ride, build, and own. Hmm? And for the present continuous, who else do I have here? Right? Pablito, right? Identi Sofia, you'll be right seeing this. Pablito, try to work on these, right? Hmm? On with the verbs wash, feed, and a negative here, show, right? Your car will be ready soon. You can't see the horses, right? ¿Quién quiere jugar, right? Monse, right, with the present simple. Javi with the past simple. Pablito with the present continuous of the passive voice. Remember our verb to be plus the verb in the participle. Quien va, who goes, go Monse, go Monse, go Javi, go Javi.
Online newspapers and magazines are
Good.
read mostly by adult users.
Very good. Excellent. Repeat with me, Montserrat. Red, red, red,
Read
red. Very good. Yes. Remember, lo escribimos igual. We write it the same, but we pronounce it differently. We'll have red. Don't worry. O sea, I mean, are red. Sorry, ahí me estoy yendo el naranjito. But are red. Very good. The next one, Montserrat, immediately.
the internet is used for social networking, especially by young people.
Correct. Very good, Montserrat. Right? Facilito, ¿cierto? Very easy, very easy. Atenti, Montserrat. Ok. Le tengo unos más difíciles para la siguiente ronda. Javi, very good. Do you have the pass? Give me the pass. Give me the pass. Mhm. Don't worry, Javiera, you can type them if you're typing them. Paito, do you wanna give me the do you want to give me the present continuous? I don't know how to do it. Don't worry.
Which
Don't
one?
worry. Just a second, Pablito. Just a second. Javiera, right? Remember, we will use the verb. Each of the verbs in parentheses will be in the participle form. Like ride, we will say ridden. All we need to focus on is the first part. El sujeto, the object. Bicycles, right? House, palaces.
The internet.
Correct. Very good, Javi. Continue, Javier. Go, Pablito. Right?
The internet it used.
Yes, but no, Pablito. You have to work in the present continuous.
Oh,
Down
sorry,
here.
I was reading the first ones. Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Go, Sophie.
Number two of present continuous. You can't see the horses. They are being fed now.
Very good. They are being fed. Right?
And
Now.
I think I
Excellent.
got the third one.
Go.
What's the problem? The film wasn't shown today. I think.
But Javiera, what's the problem? The film, so we need to make it continuous, right? In this case, Pablito, the film, remember, is or are, we decide the film is not.
It's not showing.
Remember that show will always be in the participle form.
Shown.
Very good. So all you're missing is the continuous part. It's not shown.
It's not being shown.
Correct, Habibi. Is isn't being shown, that would be the one. Pablito, give me number one, okay, following that same rule, okay? It says your car will,
Your car will be ready soon if. Oh, I don't know.
it,
It. No, I don't know. I give up on that
follow the
one.
rule, follow the rule. Give me the present. So remember we need the, remember, don't worry, Pablito, focus on this, okay? If we have the present continuous, we need the verb to be and a verb in the continuous form, right? Yes? I
It
am,
was.
it
It
is,
was John. It was just being washed.
good, excellent, very good. But I would say it is just being washed, right? If it was the past continuous, we would say it was being washed, right? But if it's the present, it is being washed, right? Don't worry, Pablito. Get it? That's the only difference. The only difference. Present and past, okay? Don't stress, don't stress. I know these might seem like more complex, but they are not, okay? When we use the future simple, remember the passive voice, right? The future will always use the structure as will be. And when we use the present perfect, in that case, we need to be attentive because we will use has or have been and then the verb in the participle form, right? Future simple, life at the end of the century, present perfect, our house has finally been renovated, right? A ver, ¿quién quiere tirar alguna? Just each write like le sea más fácil, the one that's easier for you. Hmm? Remember the future simple, right? Very, very easy. In the future, hmm? Everything about you, your pulse, your weight, your kitchen robot. Hmm? Pablito or Montserrat? Montserrat, are you there? Yes, porque Montserrat me iba a dar here, right? She was going to give me some of these. A Monse, ¿ah? ¿Estás por ahí? Are you there, Montserrat? I will find you, Montserrat. I will find you. Ah,
Estoy aquí.
excellent, Montserrat. Go, Monse. Give me number one. Remember, always think of the future. Will. And then be plus the verb. Give it to me. Give me the first four. Go, Monse. Go, Monse. Try, Monse. Good. Don't worry, Montserrat. Hmm? No? Anyway. Good, good, good. Right? Very good. But remember the rules, right? Remember the rules, okay? Will, right? That's our future, right? Then we need our verb to be, right? Will be. And then we need our verb in the participle, right? So we would say will be, and then we'll have to use this verb, right? In the monitor, right? Yes, monitor, right? That would be the one the order months. You will monitor algo, right? You will monitor everything, but everything will be monitored or you will be monitored. Everything about you will be monitored. Sigue esa regla, Montserrat, for the next one, right? Because this structure is simple. We always maintain the will be plus the participle. Okay? Yes. Number 2 is simple, right? With this good movie. This is a regular verb. This is an irregular verb. For example. Good, excellent. But remember the movie Montserrat, Taken. Right? I will find you. I have a special set of skills. And I will find you and kill you. Para encontrar a la hija, to find the daughter. Andaba carreteando. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Continue, Monse, with 3 and 4. Huh? Easy here. Go, Sofía. Yo sé que está con ganas. Javiera also here. Álvaro. We use the present perfect. Remember? When we use the passive voice, have or has, right? Been plus the participle, right? Have or haves, depending if it's singular or plural, plural or singular, right? Montserrat, usted continúa, you continue with 3 and 4. Los quiero ver escrito ahí, right? Si no, castigo. No, just a joke, Montserrat. Sophie? Pablito? Perito?
Which one?
Go, Pablo, give me number 1.
Number 1.
Here.
The old roof have been prepared.
Very good. Remember, the roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. It's only one. Has been, has been.
For
Good.
example, teacher, when someone asks me, "Hey, Pablito, what's up?" I said the roof. I don't say I'm fine. I said the roof. That's what I do.
The roof.
What's up?
Good.
The roof.
On fire, right? Good, good. Go, Sophie. Give me number 2.
Some inner walls have been moved.
Very good. Excellent. All the windows?
Who, me?
Yeah, go.
Oh, all the windows have been replaced.
Very good. Have been replaced. Alvarito, do you think you can give me the last one? All the inner doors. And Tenti Montserrat. I want that kitchen robot. Very good, Montserrat will be set up. Good, Monse, right? Very good, but don't forget, Alvarito, repaint. 10, right? Repainted. Lo pongo en mayúsculas para que vean que le estoy gritando. That's a joke. No le voy a gritar por el micrófono, right? Okay. Les voy a gritar cuando los vea de nuevo, right? Good, good, okay. ¿Qué más le vamos a tener? What else will we have in this test 2 conditionals? Remember, esto lo vimos la clase pasada, una semana atrás, right? A week ago I showed you this reminder, why we use the 0 conditionals, the first conditional, the second conditional, and the third conditional. Remember, right? 0 conditional for facts or truths, we use the present, right? If you study, you learn, right? If you eat vegetables, you get healthy, okay? Or when I was young, if you eat lettuce, si uno come lechuga y lettuce, your eyes turn green. Puras mentiras. Remember the first conditional, we think of possible outcomes or results for the future. We start the if clause with the present. If you go to the gym every day, you will feel better, or you will gain muscles, right? Or you will lose weight, whatever it is, right? That you go, reason you go to the gym for, right? The second conditional for hypothetical situation, if I had a lot of money, if I didn't work at the university, I wouldn't, we think of hypothetical situations. If it's negative, if I didn't work in the university, I wouldn't have met you, or I wouldn't meet you, or I wouldn't be working here with you. The third conditional, remember, is to express regret or criticism or relief about things that happened that are completed. So if I hadn't worked in the university, I wouldn't have met you, for example. But I am working there, and I did meet you, luckily for me. Okay. So I want to leave you with this simple exercise, the first or second conditional, right? For example, right, ¿quién juega acá? It says, my sister is ill. She won't go out. If my sister wasn't ill, ¿quién juega ahí? Right? Lo tipean. Type it out, right? Son dos palabras, just two words. ¿Quién es el más rápido? Who's the fastest? Okay. Dos décimas. Dos décimas, tres décimas. Very good, Sofía. Sorry, no hay décimas. Right? Yes. Yes, if my sister wasn't ill, she would go out. Okay. Good, Sophie. Una más. A ver esos dedos. Atenti. Right, Montserrat, Álvaro, Pablito, and Javiera. Right? It says, I won't cook for you. I'll be busy at the weekend. I won't cook for you if I notice that this is in the future. So the if clause, and what tense will it be? Sorry, I won't cook for you if I'm busy at the weekend. Think I got a cover for the weekend. Nadie, no one. ¿Me escuchan? ¿Me oyen? Very good. Don't worry. Don't worry. Una más. Let's see. Won't he drink anything? He'll be thirsty. If he anything, he'll be thirsty. Ojo con esa, right? Yes. We all need water. We all need liquids. Ideally water more than coffee or tea. ¿Alguien? Anyone? Cinco décimas. Wait. Very good, Sophia. If he doesn't drink anything, he'll be thirsty and die, right? I don't have a driving license. I mean, I do, but in this exercise, I don't have a driving license. I can't drive you there. If I could drive you there, right? Anyone? Sofía está acaparando las chorro mil décimas virtuales, right? For the test. Huh? Huh, Pablito? Javiera? Oh? No, don't worry, Javiera. Don't worry, Álvaro. Yes.
It would be the number 4, right?
Yeah?
If I had.
Go. Yes. Yes. If I had a driving license, I could drive you there. Whenever our result clause, right? I could, I would, or is in this like conditional or past modal, could or would or might, right? We know that this is a hypothetical situation. If I had a driving license, if I had a car. In number 2, nadie me la dio, but it says, I won't cook for you if I am busy at the weekend, right? Yes, Sofía, good. Dedos rápidos. Quick fingers, Sofía. Very, very good. Goody, goody, right? Whew. Ojo, pégale un repasito a eso y give a short review to that. Reported speech, right? También está, it's also there. También se los comenté. Y lo hicieron ahora en el test, right? Remember, we have to take, we usually take the verbs to the past, okay? We try to take structures to the past when we are reporting them. ¿Por qué? Porque ya fueron, ya pasaron, ya sucedieron, right? Él me dijo que, he told me that, right? And it's in the past. In some cases, right, we also have to change a few things, like, hey, we will set off tomorrow, and a week later, they said, instead of tomorrow, the next day, para mantener una concordancia, some concordance with the time, okay? ¿Alguien juega acá con la number 1, or number 2, or 3, or 4, or 5? Hay una para cada uno. There's one for each one, right? Remember, chicos, la clave está en el cambio, right? We will, they. They said, we, they. And now we have to take all of this, or this structure, into a past, a un pasado, to certain past, dependiendo de la estructura que use. ¿Jugaría usted por la número 1? Un Pablito por la number 2? Javiera maybe for number 3? And Monse for number 4? And Sophie for number 5? Anyone want to play? ¿Alguien quiere jugar conmigo? No, está bien, estoy acostumbrado. Como nunca tuve amigos en el colegio o en la universidad, acostumbrado a jugar ajedrez solo o solitario, right? O ludo solo, right? With my imaginary friends. No importa, está bien. It's okay. It's all good, chicos. Don't stress. Remember, if we have a structure with will, right? All we do is change it to the past, would. If we have continuous forms in the present, I am, I was. In this case, I, Marion, she was, right? If it's negative, easy, Javiera, I don't want. All we do is take this structure, one tends to the past, right? Didn't want, right? Montserrat, los pasados son más difíciles. These are more difficult, right? Monse and Sofía. We went or I invited. Porque tenemos dos posibilidades. O lo mantenemos. She told me that she invited him the previous week. Or they said they went to see their grandma the previous week. O lo llevamos a un pasado más pasado, que sería el pasado perfecto, the past perfect, that he invited or they had gone to see their grandmother, okay? Así que ojo ahí con los verbitos que estén en el pasado, that are in the verbs that are in the past, okay? Y, sorry porque se me acogota un poco el tiempo. Yo sé que a las 10:20 tienen otra clase, another class. Quería ver si es que podía resolver el gerunds or the to infinitive que tuvimos en el midterm. Ayer revisemos qué colocaron en estos ejercicios, en these exercises. ¿Se acuerdan de alguno? ¿Ves? Son exactamente los mismos de ayer, from yesterday, from the use of English midterm. Recuerden que acá lo único que había que hacer era decir si el verbo, por ejemplo, get, ¿ves? No, no, por favor. ¿Me escuchan? ¿No? Que se me pegó el... Ah, se me pegó el PC. Quizás cuánto rato que no me escuchan. Sí. ¿Aló? Ya vengo, I'm coming. Sorry, chicos. Eh, esto de tener computadores antiguos, right? No me, a veces se me paraliza uh, el computer. Si me escuchan, tranqui, voy y vuelvo. Ahí está. Ah, ok. Todavía. Sofía, ¿me escuchan? Excelente. Thank you. Sorry. Good. Thank you, Sofía. Sí, lo escuchamos. Hablar leceras. This was the one from yesterday. ¿Alguien quiere jugar con alguno de estos? Remember, if we have the verb but, las posibilidades que tenían era colocar to get or getting. En algunos casos, las dos eran correctas. Right? ¿Alguien juega por la number one, or two, or three? La dos creo que era la más. Number three, could you please stop making so much noise? Con dedicatoria ahí, Sofía me la mandó a mí esa. Como profe, cállese un rato. Excelente, Sofía. Very good. Good. Ryan. ¿Ah? ¿Quién más? Pablito, Alvarito, Javierita, right? Javi. Number five, I've never been to Hong Kong, but I'd like to go there. Correct, Javi. Oiga, Javiera, de paso, Javi, right? Y aprovechando que están sus compañeros, Miss Carolina
Number
y yo.
6.
Go, Pablito.
Lisa's parents always encourage her to study hard at school.
Very good, to study, correct. Very good, Pablito, right? Sorry, Javi, lo que le decía es que Miss Carolina y yo pensamos que había harto progreso en su speaking, se había expresado muy, muy bien, ¿okay? Se notaba como que estaba más enfocada en mejorar sus ideas y en cómo las entregaba. I considered to apply for the job, but in the end I decided against it. I think in this one, right, more than, creo que I considered, está bien poder decir apply, but I would say I considered applying, right, for the job, right? Creo que hay una pequeña variación, right? But I considered to apply for the job. I would say applying, right? I I would say Álvaro, right? Don't worry, don't worry. Number two era un poquito difícil. I think lying sounds weird. I think you sound weird. No, mentira, right? I've considered applying. Uh, Lo vamos a buscar. We're going to look for it. No, it's okay. Javi, no. I think the same, right? Bueno, hasta acá nomás la clase. No, it's okay, chicos. Don't worry. Veamos estos, los últimos seis que habían, right? I believe that what I said was right. I don't regret. No regrets. They don't hurt. Well, yes. Remember that when we use regret referring to something that is completed, correct. Very good. I don't regret saying. I can't go on here anymore. Remember this go on or carry on. También como hay una preposición, since there's a preposition, right? La correcta sería I can't go on to work. Remember, podemos decir go on to work para indicar que uno continúa algo, pero si uno habla sobre, right, no puedo continuar, I can't go on working here anymore. Remember, like, podemos usar el to work, pero cuando hablamos de que uno termina algo y de ahí continúa a hacer otra cosa o algo distinto. Por ejemplo, remember, right? Sophia studied English, but then she went on to work in an airline company, por ejemplo. Right? She went on to work as a flight attendant, por ejemplo, as an example, right? Si uno quiere decir que ya no puede más con algo, right? Like, o que continúa haciendo algo, I carry on or I go on working para to continue at something, okay? When I came into the room, Lisa was reading a newspaper. She looked up and said hello, and then went on to read her newspaper, right? In this case, okay? Good. Ahí les dejo esos ejercicios, chicos. Tienen una clase pronto para que aprovechen ahora de tomarse un tecito o ir al baño o estirar las piernas o lavarse la cara. Is that you can do before the next class. Okay? Les agradezco mucho haber participado, haberse conectado. Thank you so much for logging in and participating. Once again, very good Javiera, very good Alito, right? Very good Montserrat. Tranquila, Monse, don't stress, right? Pablito, Sofía, una máquina, machine, okay? Very, very good, all of you, okay? Yo los dejo, I'll leave you, right? Hay un profesor que quiere hablar conmigo. Bye, Monse. Kiss, kiss, right? Big hug, and I will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, Sofía. Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Teacher, have a nice
You too,
day.
Pablito. You too, Álvaro. Take care. Sean buenos. Be good, right? No salgan, don't go out. Bye.